Yeah, I ended up remembering something quite interesting. You remember that horrifying fucking puppet that Freddy Fazbear's kept in that damn music box, right? Well, that puppet used to visit him a lot, searching for lost or damned souls in his place's abandoned walls. It came from another, deeper part of the flipside. You didn't think that this was it, did you? This place only covers like 3 old Freddy's locations. The flipside, much like the surface of the earth, or an onion, is layered, the deeper you go. Well, I tend to stay as close to reality as I can for a reason. It's been so long since I've seen that puppet, or ventured beyond this part of the flipside. Fine, just step into the portal. Why, that one, of course, old sport. If you want to find that puppet-faced bastard, this is the only way. The only way, old sport. Ladies first, sport. What are you doing, old sport? Is this your first time using a portal, or something? One tends to jump into the front of a portal, sportsy, not the back. Lady. We've arrived, feasty eyes, sportsy. Yeah, don't say, sportsy. This realm represents any Freddy's locations that were built in the late 80s, I believe. So, plastic robots could be lurking around anywhere, and you know as well as I do that just one's bite. Right behind you, old sport. The hallmark Freddy's party room table. You know, bleach is expensive. A bit of bleach overwear and night gone by. A little bleach overwear toy Freddy, a bit of toddler. It adds up. Freddy's found a cheap way around ever-increasing bleach prices, and bought gallons upon gallons of blue rubbing alcohol. What? You kept staining the tables blue. Freddy's just bought a fuck ton of blue tables, so customers couldn't tell the difference. The hallmark Freddy's party room table, you know. A bit of bleach overwear and night guard. Freddy's found a cheap way around ever-increasing. What? Freddy's just bought a fuck ton of blue tape. I don't think any location had a fully intact full-time faxi model, aside from the fax bugger. Oh, right, let me explain. Don't tell anyone, but I may have gone a little mad at one point. Built an underground bugger, filled with clown-themed hyper-advanced robots built to abduct kids. Good times. the company tried to phase the wall clouds out of the company decoration plan, and the toys were built, and well, the moment Toy Freddy realized that he couldn't leave through the door, he had a meltdown. Smashed the phone guy's head wide open, and the skull fell out, and the doggo grabbed it. Carried its skull around for a month, for customers to see. So, the company put these clouds back up, since Toy Freddy is a dumbo. He actually believed that he was outside, somehow. Bless his bad heart. Or, look, a doggo. How cute. He thinks it's a drawing. The company never really fully phased the wall pizza out. Part of me wonders if it was so the robots wouldn't forget where they were and stop talking about pizza. If Toy Freddy had talked about drinking soda, oil, and bleach during shows, that wouldn't have ended badly. I hate this one. End of story. The plastic bear. They had to stop manufacturing this one due to the shins constantly breaking apart. They were poorly made shins, mind you. Those little brats just kept going straight for those shins every goddamn time. Lord, if you think the trash pile was tedious to keep repairing, at least the kids called it quits on that one limbs and kept the shins relatively intact. Look, a shit child drove the fuck out of Toy Freddo. What a waste of a perfectly good crayon knob. See, you ever notice that the rate of furries increased substantially in the 1980s? I have a 2,500 word theory on that. That more or less blames Toy Chica for that. People react to plastic chicken ass in the same way sharks react to blood. Once people get a taste, maintenance shelves. There's a skull in that toolbox. By the open it, then take a peek inside. Frankly, I don't know why we even bothered repairing these plastic shitlords. Should have just thrown those things out the window, brought back the older models. We got more sexual harassment complaints from that chicken than Alas, poor plastic bear. I knew him well, Horatio. Freddy's vending machines. These things were fairly decent back in the late 70s. You could get an array of overpriced junk food from any machine. And that health wave hit America. Long story short, they took powdered donuts out of the machine, and I lit one of these babies on fire. When that didn't work, I tried dismantling Funtime Faxi over and over again. I don't think they ever connected that the two events were related, to be frank. Oh, good lord, this thing. They had to stop shipping these things to the Freddy's locations. Why on earth you'd want a plastic robot that can tell kids about dead orphans and rattlesnakes is beyond me. All it takes is for this thing to correctly predict when one customer is gonna die. And you have a murder lawsuit on your hands. What a miserable-looking barbit. At least 3 customers have given birth to these things. Child murders aside, Freddy's was an incredibly fucking cursed place. Your typical Freddy's poor release button. You'd be surprised just how useful a metal blast door is when you've got a deranged fox robot sprinting towards you. And by extension, your frontal lobe. You'd be surprised just how useful a metal blast, and by extension, looks like it. Sportsy. How strange. I've never seen anything like that here before. I wonder if it's possible to go too far down and find yourself trapped. Worry not, Sporthole. I happen to vaguely recall us seeing a door release button in one of the rooms that we passed. I'm sure the closed blaster and the button are hooked up to one another. We press the button, up that fucker comes. Come on, Sportsy. Time to press a motherfucking button. Clank. That ought to do it, alright? Come on, I've just realized the perfect place to check. If my suspicions about this ethereal location are correct, this place should have a prize corner. If any room in this place isn't imaginably and horrifyingly haunted, it'll be the one. Oh, please, that's where Matt worked. Even the spirit world respects how creepy the fucking virgin was. Come on, Sportsy, that ghost ain't gonna bust itself. Sportsy, the security office? Did you know that there's 17 different ways to dismantle a security camera? 19, if you feel like being extra creative. Alas, my downfall was my tendency to leave buffalo wing remnants at the scene of the crime. Well, here we are, Sportsy. The prize corner. Look at that counter, in all of its horrifying hauntedness. Give it a second. Maybe something will pop into existence if we sit in silence for 3 or so seconds. Well, there we have it, old sport. Something. Wait, hold on a second, Sportsy. Why are you calling that thing D? Isn't that a human name for girls? Why on earth are you calling it that? In the flesh, or whatever the scaly hide covering my body is made out of. D, relax. I've learned my lesson in junk. I'm aiming for this thing, some fucking noodle lips. I'm going to fill that plastic fucking mask of yours with how cheese for my nachos. Hey, don't talk about my orange baby that way. Fuck, I'll give it to you, puppet face. You sure don't go down easy. Wait, should I have known that? Wait, hang on a second, young girl. The one Henry took away from. I was never okay with what Henry did, I swear. I tried to talk him out of it. What? What do you... Sportsy? How did you know what that thing's name was? Oh, no, I had no... What? What? Henry told me. I was doing you a favor. I do remember my own childhood, if you could call it that. I'm sorry to hear that. I take it Jack is Sportsy's true name, then. Hey, don't worry, sis. I know how you feel. I never had any parents either. Well, from a young age, I was cast out of an orphanage. Turns out nobody really wants to adopt an aubergine kid. New York City in the 1950s. Good luck if you were homeless. You'd be lucky to get a nickel most days. People find goodwill and charity tedious after so long of hearing about the needy children. So I learned how to play the trombone. I formed for bread, drank rainwater, slept wherever it wasn't wet. I survived, didn't I? Well, I ran away from home. Went rogue. Traveled for a while through upstate New York. Drank rainwater in Utica. Steamed hams in Albany. Then, near the border, I saw something different. Something wondrous. Dr. Miller's Fantastical Circus, where fantasy is made real and life has meaning. A local traveling circus, stopping by on its way to Vegas. I snuck in, not having a ticket, and my God, quite the place, let me tell you. Hot dogs, clowns, lions, excitement. And in the center of it all stood the ringmaster. A stout fella, pink complexion, in a pinstripe outfit, with his signature hat and bow tie. He was Dr. Henry Miller. I was standing in his circus. He thanked everyone for coming down, and welcomed us to his show. Promised to show us earth-shattering illusions. He guaranteed to prove that the impossible was possible, or your money back. Granted, I snuck in, but I was intrigued by the claimant less. And boy, did he make the impossible possible. Cannons fired on instinct, as if they were sentient. Trapeze artists levitated from bar to bar. Every damn act shattered at least one thing that I thought I knew about reality. The circus itself traveled west, and then south, hitting several stops in the Midwest. I followed the circus around, getting a good view of the show most nights, and every single show was incredible. Henry even had a clown persona that he'd done occasionally, got on really well with kids. That guy knew how to act. Well, it never quite reached Vegas. Unfortunately, people tended to turn up missing in towns the circus reached. Bad luck, I guess. The police called it off and arrested the lion tamer, since the disappearances were investigated as murders. I heard that guy got put to death. Serves him right, ruining Henry's circus. Filthy drunk. Oh, trust me, Henry testified in court. Saw him do it. Henry was a good man, and a big dreamer. Even after that, he never quite let go of his dream of bringing fantasy to life. He decided to put his doctorate in robotics to use, and started up his own restaurant, Freddy's Family Diner. All he needed was a hand to help perform on stage, manage customers, invest a little money into his dream. I was a young man at this point, and had saved a little bit of money up, so I could change my life. I just knew it. Henry's dream would change my life forever. I gave him all of the money I had, and told him that I'd always be there to lend a hand. He cared about me, gave me my own character, let me help him write jokes for his shows. He gave me meaning. He was the first person that taught me how to dream. What? It's okay. I know Henry did bad things. He meant well, and wanted to be a good person. Me and Sportsy want to right Henry's wrongs, and fix everything. We can still have a happy ending. See, I'm useful. What is it, old sport? What do you mean, sportsy? My God, that's incredibly concerning. D, that ain't me. That's the part of my soul that can't let go. Couldn't even let go of my own dead body. Sportsy, I'm gonna keep an eye out for what my reality incarnate is up to. Keep your guard up. Why, Sportsy, don't leave me alone with her for more than a month, or she'll start getting ideas. Violent, depraved ideas. Oh, please, if I had 1 foot long noodle lips, I'd do some.